Hello and welcome. So here is today's top 5. Actually, it's a top 10 because obviously 10th edition was announced. So yeah, top 10 Tyranid facts for 10th edition. Or 4, yeah, that'll do me. The Tyranids are going to be the big bad of 10th edition, the big buggy bad guys of the grimdark future. Here's 10 facts about the insidious insects. And actually, I was looking at this, I think they are insects because they have the 3 body parts, 6 legs, and yeah, they pretty much make up an insect's anatomy. Anyway, number 10. From the start to actual invasion, so from the start with the patriarch, it takes ages, as in almost 100 years. And that's a long time. Now this shows two things: either how much damage the Tyranids are doing at one time, but they can actually have this extra time, or how ill prepared the Imperium is. Either way, it is frightening that they can take so long. So why does it take so long? Well, first things first, it's the generations of the first implantation to when the Genestealer cult actually take the full planet and send out the signal to the Hive Fleet. And then of course you've got from the Hive Fleet going to the planet, which can take a long time as well, as they don't have faster than light speed. Number 9. The Tyranids have been in a lot of video games. And I'm thinking they are probably the second biggest, or maybe, no, the third, probably. Second or third, then after the Space Marines. I'm just trying to think if Chaos have been in more, which is 40k, so not counting the obvious Warhammer Fantasy ones. So yeah, they've been in lots. And it started all the way back in 1995 on the original PlayStation with the first person shooter / SWAT game Space Hulk. It's damn fun to play. And they have going to be in the next Space Marine game, and they were in Hired Gun as well. And several others, such as Space Hulk and Deathwing. Yeah, so yeah, Tyranids have been in a number of video games. Talking of games, in number 8, in 1992, 5 years after the release of Rogue Trader, Tyranids got their own board game, Tyranid Attack. And honestly, the only reason I mention this is this was the first 40k game I ever played, all the way back then. And I can still remember playing it now. It was so much fun. I don't even know how it happened, just went up to someone's house, as you did as a kid, and he just said, "Hey, do you want to play this game?" I was like, "Alright, I played Tyranid Attack." It was great fun. And they were also the main villains in Space Hulk, another board game. Number 7. Even though the Tyranids' presence caused a kind of blank in the warp, Genestealers and their cultists are not actually immune to chaos. Now, the most latest one is called Tenebris, getting swallowed up by the warp in a lander to be dumped. Damn you, autocorrect, not correcting that. Into Nightmare's garden, then being spat out, and its worshippers of the Plague God. There are also back in Space Hulk there were many images of Genestealers, and Genestealer patriarchs, bearing the mark of Khorne and other chaos symbols. Number 6. Everything the Tyranids use is a separate organism. Yes. So those guns they carry aren't actually part of the Tyranids, they are themselves a separate organism. Even the ammunition, all of these are creatures designed to do a certain job, which is kind of weird fun if you think about it. It's like the bone swords, which can cut through armor, have literally been created to do that, and they are their own creature as well. Number 5. A Genestealer patriarch has possessed an avatar of Kane. Now, the craft order of Zasufra was taken over by a Genestealer cult. This is in the Ghost Warrior book by Gav Thorpe. Now, I haven't read it because Gav Thorpe, but yeah, it's kind of interesting how this can happen. And I was thinking, how? Well, it wouldn't be that difficult. It's just highly psychic being walks in and possesses it, like, the young king. There you go. Number 4. Dante, during the attack of Bell, killed a lictor with a bike. Yep, that's what I'm saying about that one. It's just so cool. Number 3. Talking about Blood Angels, boy do the Tyranids hate the Blood Angels. Look, only 2 Psykers have only ever made contact with the Hive Mind, Targaryen of the Ultramarines and Mephiston of the Blood Angels. Mephiston explained why the Hive Flight diverted from a planet full of organic life to attack Bell. And it was literally because of the hatred towards the Blood Angels. And they hate the Blood Angels because the Blood Angels destroy the planet and stop them feeding. Yeah, they hate them. And also Dante, being the absolute Chad that he is the only commander who actually make the Tyranids consider bad numbers. Yeah, that is so cool. Number 2, so the Tyranids can adapt pretty quick. But it's not on the fly like the Skitarii. For the Tyranids to adapt to a new threat, the new threat's biology has to make it all the way back to the High Fleet through the pillars. Okay? Now, this is why on Bao, the Tyranid forces could not adapt to the First Water. The organism of the First Water never made it back. So they couldn't defend against it. And number 1, they have named characters, and their named characters are just super-powered versions of regular organisms, such as a Death Leaper and Old One-Eye. These are rarely seen on the battlefield unless in massive hordes. The Swarmlord also is completely unique, as it can remember how its previous incarnation died. Like a massive gold space marine jumping on his sword. Yeah, how does he defend against that? That would be fun. So it remembers how it dies and it can adapt to that fighting scenario. This is not a physical adaptation, this is more of a mental adaptation on defense. So yeah. I'm just wondering how that happens. That would just be funny. How do we defend about people just jumping on our swords? I don't know. It just happens. Damn it. So yeah. Well, thank you very much for watching. That is 10 things about Tyranids for 10th edition. It's obviously a 10. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Link to Wayland Games, as always, if you want to save money and start your Tyranid armies early, down below, as well as Forbidden Planet for comics, and my comic as well, if you would like to see Little Red Riding Hood go up with a big axe and kill some werewolves, and my merchandise as well. Of course, Patreon, which I really need to keep updating. So yeah, have a great day. I hope you all have fun. I hope you enjoy. Looking forward to 10th. I am. And I'll see you all again soon.